Leaked mid-season patch notes hit hard. Buffs, nerfs, and surprises I didn't even see coming. What's going on, everyone? Loot Games here, back with another video bringing you exclusive leaks on the new mid-season changes. And the real question is, what's going to happen to the Mozambique dual wield? Well, I'll let you know right now, along with covering some various Apex Legends news. But first, a big thank you to all the new subscribers joining the community. Hit that like button, leave a like and a comment, and I'll pick one of you beautiful subscribers to win a battle pass for Split 2 to celebrate these changes. Now, if you're a first-time subber, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll reply with a personal thank you. Now, let's go ahead and jump ahead and get into it. So the Mozambique has had a lot of controversy recently with a dominant performance in the Split 2 ALGS LAN, and I know what you guys are thinking. Obviously, it's not too dominant because Imperial Hal, Zero, and Jin Burton were using it and still ended up in last place. Yes, you're right. For some, it did not deliver, but nevertheless, it was by far the most dangerous and for sure overpowered gun in the right hands. They had the wrong hands. With this, we should be expecting some sort of nerf to it. The question is, do you want it nerfed or do you just want the dual wield just completely removed? Well, I can tell you what they are doing to fix the immediate problem. And that's right, you probably guessed it. They are doing nothing. Starting Split 2 of the season, there will be no change to the Mozambiques, and it'll still be seemingly one of the most powerful guns in the game, even though personally, it's not very dangerous in my hands. I expect that to start the next season, we will see a nerf to the Mozam, since by then the devs will have more info, more time, and be able to review what happened in the Split 2 playoffs and decide on a change after how powerful it seemed. But do not fear, there are other guns that we know are causing issues, and one of them is the R99. While this gun has been put into the care package, it feels like it's more likely you're going to run into it with the new bin refreshes on the final ring. And in this gameplay you're seeing in the background, you can see how powerful it is when I finally am able to use it in the final round. The R99 is going to get a mid-season change, and that's a nerf to its damage fall off. So at range now, the R99 will be less effective and therefore much less dangerous. While the R99 already feels a bit strange to me because of all the changes to it, I usually do not prefer to even pick it up before letting my controller player teammates decide if they want it first, even though I loved the R99 before. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the gun now though. The Havoc is still seen as overpowered and people have been waiting for a nerf. Well, it's finally here, but is this nerf a little too strong? So starting Split 2, the Havoc will no longer take the Turbocharger hop-up. This removes the ability for it to be instantly charged up and firing at an extremely fast firing rate. A huge nerf that I did actually not think many people expected, but perhaps this is the correct thing to do. I know a lot of pro players have adapted to not even using the turbocharger at all and practicing charging up before peaking a fight, but will it fall out of favor and how does this affect you as a casual player? Let me know in the comments down below. Next, we should be seeing a fix to the fuse ult issues. Now, it seems they fix one thing and another thing breaks, but I believe that's finally behind us and we will see all the fuse ult issues fixed. I feel like it may also be discussed to remove the scan completely, especially since we now have the ability to see players easier due to their highlights when ADSing. Any Fuse players want to chime in on how bad that would hurt Fuse if it was removed? Let me know in the comments. I do agree when I see people comment that it makes no sense that Fuse can scan whole buildings with his ult and things like that. He isn't a scan legend, so I get it, but I'd love to see if there's a steelman argument for him having it besides visual clutter at this point. Another big change that's coming is the Rev ult is going to get nerfed finally. I feel like we have all known that Rev is overpowered in ranked, especially where the extra HP allows you to be way more aggro against players of lower skill and then not used in comp because of his lack of team helping ability. So the devs have to make a decision on how to make him fit the play better, and they have decided on nerfing his ult. Now, I do not know the full details of how it's getting nerfed, just that it's getting nerfed, but I believe it would have to do with either the amount of HP or how long the HP duration is, rather than the cooldown to the ultimate. I think even Rev mains know this has to be nerfed, especially on the new map. He has the ability to close the gaps on rooftop to rooftop so fast and with extra health. It makes it extremely difficult to fight off a Rev. The silent climbing is also an issue on the new map, since I feel like we end up seeing a lot of building fighting compared to other maps. As always though, this is your chance to voice your opinion in the comments and give some feedback. I guarantee you there's at least a couple of devs that are going to watch this. The last change I wanted to share is a bit of a strange one, but Valk will now be Recon class. That's right, they are changing her class, and this gives her much more utility to help the team by being able to scan for enemies. To be honest, it makes sense, and in addition to that, you just do not see Valks in game anymore. It's almost shocking when a team all of a sudden flies off with a Valk. Like, who is that character? Why are they even using her? Why not just use a jump tower instead? It doesn't make sense. But with this change, it should help push her back into the meta a bit. And I believe this may be part of them wanting to really get other legends into the meta that have low pick rate, and I'm not mad at it. Buffing them rather than nerfing other characters into the ground seems to always be a bit more fun and allows for more options rather than forcing you into a meta. Now, the rest of the patch notes, I believe, are mostly just going to be covering the new LTM that's coming for the second half, so I'll leave that to the official notes, which should come out in a few days. There are rumors about a loadout feature coming to Apex Legends instead of a random loot on the ground, and this was indeed sent to one playtester group and a Q&A group. In an upcoming video, I'll cover what exactly you can expect to actually come of that and what's already been scrapped as an option for coming to the game. It's not what you expect and honestly has me pretty worried for the game, so make sure you subscribed and you turned on the notifications and set them to all. If you're already subscribed, make sure you hit the like button so my videos start popping up for you again, and click it instantly anytime you see my video pop up in your feed. That'll get me suggested to you more. The last thing I have to talk about is the ALGS Split 2 playoffs. That was by far the weirdest thing ever to watch. Everyone came in thinking that the Falcons super team was prepared to win, and instead TSM almost won the whole thing. If it weren't for a grief at the end of the last game, I think they may have won it all. The Falcons came in last, and the performances by Imperial Howl, Zero, and Jin Burton were shocking to say the least. In all honesty, and to be fair, I can see some deviation from the mean being normal. This is a BR, there's a lot of randomness in this, but to be dead last just makes no sense. That's bad decisions paired with bad gameplay. They consistently were one of the first 3 teams to go out. So what happened? Was it the cohesion between the 3 players? Was there some internal strife we do not know about yet? To be honest, I haven't seen information come out yet, but I believe we will start to hear those details soon. As a super team, they expectedly had a lot of haters in the chats on stream, and people were absolutely delighted to see them not only losing, but doing horrible. What do you do though if you're the Saudis who just tried to purchase all the best players and team them up together so you can win every tournament, and instead you end up with the laughingstock of the community for a week? Who do you buy next? How do they change the roster up? I'd love to know your opinion, and in the next video, I'll bring on a guest who analyzes these games all the time to see what they think may have happened. That's going to be it from me, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.
This is a whole new team. This is a whole new team.
Listen, my couch pulled out, but I don't. Peace out, bitches! Oh my god! I hate this game! I fucking hate it!
Don't clip that.
Yeah, fuck me.